Hello and thank you for joining us today on the Legacy Brand Coin Ring Tool channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Legacy Brand Delrin Cones by Legacy Brand. We're going to fold a state quarter, which this one happens to be a clad quarter. I have punched a 1/2 inch hole in it using Legacy's 1/2 inch hole punch. And I have also annealed this quarter with my torch. You heat it up to a dull red and quench it in water, and now the coin is soft and ready to be folded. So the next thing we need to do is we need to trim the inside of this coin, which is deburring it, so that we have a clean fold as well as protect our cone when we get to that point. So let's go ahead and fold this quarter. Legacy's folding cone set, which is made out of Delrin, can be used in an arbor press, a hydraulic press, or even in your ring stretcher. The 4-piece set includes a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch, and a 3/4 inch. The larger cone, which goes from 1/4 inch all the way up to 3/4 inch, is also available in the Legacy Brand store. These cones happen to be the exact same size as the steel cones. A lot of people use the starter steel cones to get started folding, and I highly recommend to use the steel cone, whether you use a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whatever size you use, either to begin your fold or at least to go halfway through your fold before starting to use the Delrin cones. Also a great idea is to use a deburr tool just like this one I have in my hand, and to make sure that you have the burrs off of the inside of the punch side of the coin before you begin. One of the first steps to a successful fold is deburring or smoothing the inside of that punch out of a coin. So let's do so. I like using the Noga brand, N-O-G-A, the Noga brand deburring tool that uses the replacement blades like so. Let's go ahead and deburr this quarter real quick, making it smooth on the inside. Hold it in your hand like that. Run that tool around. The tool will naturally spin on the end like so. Smoothing out that edge, no more burr on the edge here. There's a little bit of sharp edge here. We're going to run it around this side. Check it real quick. It feels nice and smooth. We're going to look at it. It looks really good. At this point, a lot of people will go ahead and sand this edge just a little bit to make sure that there is no little lines or little micro cracks or anything along that edge right there. We'll just go a little bit more. It's got just a tiny little edge there. Okay. Nice and smooth. Now it's ready to fold. Here at the arbor press, I have my quarter with a 1/2 inch hole in it, freshly annealed, freshly deburred. I'm going to place it face side down, which would be the side I want to be the outside of my ring. Place it into my 17-degree die. And many of you have the spacer like this, the steel spacer. Whenever you're folding like this, if you would like to, instead of just your arbor press, stand it on top of your spacer like that, and now you have plenty of pressing space. I'm going to start my fold using, let's go ahead and use a starter cone. Why not? I'm going to place a starter cone in there. Get it nice and level. Place my starter cone in. Make sure everything is level. And press down just a little bit. Here we go. So far we've begun our fold with a starter cone, and it looks like that. Let's continue our fold. I'm going to go ahead and grab the steel 1/4 inch cone, place it in my 1 inch Legacy die, my 17-degree die. Make sure everything is level. Now before I even begun all this, I coated the inside of my die with some coconut oil to make it smooth. Actually, to make it slick and lubricated so the coin will slide down the wall easily. Okay, I've begun my fold with a starter cone. I've got the 1/4 inch cone in there now, which is a steel cone. I'm going to fold down a little bit more. And I'm looking inside here to see how close the coin is to the cone. It's not up against the wall yet, which is good. And I don't want it to touch metal to metal on the inside of here. Now is the point where I begin to use the Delrin cone. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and anneal this coin, and we'll come back and finish it with a Delrin cone. Okay, back from anneal. I've annealed this real quick, which means I've heated it up to a dull red, quenched it in water, and now the coin is soft again to continue the fold. One thing I like to do is on this inside of the coin, which would be the punch side right here, I'm going to use the deburred tool, because on that edge right there, sometimes that gets sharp. Even in a fold, it'll still get sharp again. Take your deburred tool and just gently go around the inside right there a little bit. On the cut side is what it's called. It's actually the punch side, but many call it the cut side. Smooth that inner side right there a little bit. It's very important that that's smooth when you're using a Delrin cone. It'll protect your cone and make your cone last for a long time. Alright, that's smooth in there. Let's see if it fits in this other side yet. Not quite. Let's fold a little farther. I'm going to drop it in there. And I'm going to use, let's use the 1/2 inch cone. 1/2 inch Delrin cone. I'm going to drop it down the hole, and it does clear the hole. It goes down through the punch out side, the cut side. Let's go ahead and press down on it. It's hit the bottom now. Let's take a look at it. Remove our cone. And our cone is just sitting right inside there. We have no detail loss whatsoever on the inside of this coin. Our coin has not damaged our cone whatsoever. And we have a good square fold using the Delrin cone. Just to recap real quick, begin a fold with steel, whether you use a small steel cone or a starter cone. Finish your folds using a Delrin cone, which will protect the inner detail of your coins. I hope you enjoyed the video on how to use the Delrin Cone Set by Legacy Brand Coin Ring Tools. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. And if you like the channel, please give us a thumbs up on this video and let us know what you think. Leave your comments and questions and we'll be happy to answer them as quick as we can. Thank you for joining us.